basically you're going to find a fragment, or you're going to find a unit that will be able to be recovered. If you cannot, then you're going to need to remove the chips. It's very important to document the controller and the chip numbers for the examiner to extract the data. Some of these have multiple chips. We're going to remove just one to show you how it's done. First, you clamp it in the fixture. Chip quick is your flux that you will use. It's a specially designed flux for chip removal. It has a high flow for keep the solder pins nice and clean. Be generous with it. It's going to be far easier when you're removing a chip to have plenty of flux than it is to try to spend hours cleaning it. The setup here is your chip removal station. There's a hot air pen. We're going to use this, and a razor blade, a probe, tweezers, whatever method is going to be easier for you to just put a slight upward pressure on the chip as you start warming it. It's important to keep the heat moving and just keep the pressure applied until the chip starts to ease up. You'll feel it start to lift, and you lift gently. It's very important not to overheat the center of the chip, because the actual semiconductor is out there. Overheating the center of the chip will cause damage. That shows the first part of the chip lifted. Get supported, let it cool. Go back around the other side of the chip. Again, keeping the heat moving. Try not to damage other components on the board in case you do need to preserve anything. And there you have the chip. You'll notice that the legs of the chip are nice and shiny, they're nice and separated. As key to making sure you can read the chip. If there's any solder bridges, it won't read properly. That's what the chip quick flux is designed for, is to keep them nice and clean. As you can see down here on the board, it's also nice and clean. Should something not work, you need to put it back, you could. And that's all there is to that.